The world is a little bit crazy right now, and we all yearn for simpler times. A time when we were just trying to find our place in the world. Movies regarding lost souls looking for their purpose, or even just coming-of-age films, can be massively popular, and the best ones have often caught the eye of the Academy during award season. This year sees Paul Thomas Anderson once again receiving Best Picture love, but not for the more intense dramas he's done recently, but for a coming-of-age film done well. It goes without saying that Anderson is a prominent director at this point, having released several hits, many of which have seen their share of award nominations and wins. Anderson has made a variety of different films, from comedic drama Boogie Nights to dramatic thriller There Will Be Blood. Licorice Pizza, Anderson's latest film, airs closer to Boogie Nights than There Will Be Blood, though a fair bit more lighthearted and a lot less pornography are involved. Set in the 70s and telling the story of Alana Kane, played by Alana Haim, and Gary Valentine, played by Cooper Hoffman. Gary is a 15-year-old child actor when he meets Alana working as a photography assistant at Gary's school picture day. Gary is immediately smitten with Lana, who tells him he's too young for her. The two strike up a friendship as they grow closer, and the film navigates their relationship as it builds and as they each find their place in the world in their own ways. Anderson's film feels both old and new all in one. Set in 70s-era California, the movie uses the backdrop to great effect. Gary is oftentimes immature and impractical, trying to be older than he actually is, with more self-centered attributions. Gary's next scheme in his mind is always the one to cement his greatness. Alana is pulled by the need to do something important with her life and find her place while also struggling with the desire to be as carefree and immature as Gary. Using the 70s for their coming of age allows for the climate of the time to keep things simple in a way a modern movie couldn't. There are no cell phones and no internet, only what the characters are doing in the present. Throughout the film are smaller roles filled by bigger named actors, with Bradley Cooper having already been a major standout to critics. The use of each character and the hijinks the main characters fall into can at first seem sporadic and disjointed. Gary is concocting a plan to sell waterbeds one minute, then being thrown into a cop car the next. But everything always comes back to the characters, and as the overarching themes of purpose and growing up come into play, the film's sporadic nature and charming characters create something simple and charming, something lacking in so many Hollywood films today. Licorice Pizza, however, is another Oscar nominee this year that doesn't reinvent the wheel. It's well-crafted, well-acted, charming and entertaining, and certainly one of the better films I've seen this year. But even from Anderson, it's not doing anything new. Just something we haven't seen from him or Hollywood in a while. And while I welcome the slow return of these richer films, it's almost as if Hollywood is having to relearn how to make them. Licorice Pizza is a well-made and entertaining movie in the end. While I have my share of gripes, I think I mostly just wanted more out of the story than what I got. Well made in all aspects, it just didn't do anything for me in a way that screams best film of the year. But again, not many films this year have been better either. I give Licorice Pizza 3 out of 4 stars.